Chamgeji tapkalenjini tagateng logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV kigurena Jacqueline Aruse kabarastaindet newolwech ng'alek eng oretab kabarunoik kegurena Omid Cherotich. Kakobarasta kibagengeitab Teachers Service Commission boroinwek 20,000 chebo konetik chelelach chetetat kesir asikoba konetis eng sugulishek chebo junior schools. Wendi kotoreti tetutyonotok eng kimitetab curriculum nelel nebo somanet inat kou competency based education netesetai kosuldae serikali ole kamwa President William Ruto kole tesetai serikali kosuldae tetutik cheu chotok asikwa tai somanet eng emetab Kenya. Angalale ine eng State House Nairobi eng tuyetab kipsomaninik chekoibelis eng Huawei ICT competition.
If you check this morning, we have advertised for another 20,000 teachers to add on to the 100,000 that we have already hired. Why? Because education is central to us equipping our human capital with what it takes to make them the best qualified asset that we have as a nation. As I talk to you, in Parliament, we have amendments to the Higher Education Loans Board program, again, that will now make it possible. And I said before, I will repeat again, it will now make it possible for every student placed in our TVETs and in our universities to get full funding for their courses. I have listened to Steve here, I have listened to Atieno and all the young people who are here. It is my commitment that each and every one of you who qualifies to go to a TVET or a university will pursue the course of your choice without the background of your parents influencing which course you do. It is not going to be dependent on whether your parents have the means. It will be dependent on your capacity and your talent, so that every child in Kenya gets an opportunity to be their best, irrespective of their social or economic background.
Ketesetai ko kakobarasta kibagengeitab konyoik nebo Kenya Medical Laboratory Technicians and Technologists Union eng county nebo Kericho kole kakotelel strike nekotesentai icheket ne kong'em mising tetutik chebo konyoiset eng sipitalitab county notok. Nitok kosubkei ak kayonchinet nemwoe kole kokoityi ak serikalitab county.
Kong'alale kasarta nekaibarasta katelelsetab kong'elelchinetab boisiet nebo kanyoik chebo laboratory ak kerichek anan pharmacist komosindet neo en kibagengeitab Kenya Medical Laboratory Union Pius Nyakundi kole kakoityin ak county en makutikwak.
We've actually resolved all the issues that were pending. And on behalf of my union, because today we have a signed recognition agreement that is supposed to be an history in the entire medical laboratory fraternity and the entire labor movement. That with the powers vested upon me as the National Secretary General, I hereby today call off the national strike, specifically in Kericho branch. And I call upon all my members that within 24 hours they be able to report back to duty, and if possible by midnight, or as we live here, for the county referral hospitals and the sub-county referral hospitals that are working during night duties, I humbly request them to report back to duty in the next few minutes after we leave here. Thank you and may God bless you.
Kosubkei ak Nyakundi kokayai county nebo Kericho netai kokochi boroindo ng'alalet ak koityi makutik kole kakotoigei kowekyigei boisiet icheket.
I think for the last few years I've worked as a Secretary General. It is for the first time I have had a sitting governor chairing a meeting to resolve issues affecting workers, and in this case healthcare workers. Unions are also politicians. I don't want to put politics in this, but I can say that given a chance again, I want you to resolve more other issues, and not even only issues alone, but be one of our comrades.
Kamwa gavana nebo Kericho Dr. Eric Mutai kole kakotakoityi magutikab katororet ak siretab alak en kanyoikab kibagenge inoton.
So kinamoche amwai biikab Kericho kityo kokeng'ololchine ak daktarikyok chebo lab, daktarikyok chebo pharmacy, chebo biotechnology, daktarikyok chebo nutrition, daktarikyok chebo kama pharmacy ak chebo public health. Ko kakekoshine en oret nebektoitege boisiet. Kakikoshine keng'et kechin icheket promotions chekokoit time nebo promotions kong'eten arawetab 8. Kakikoshine kora kenam kiboitinikyok chekomi UIC. Ko ngamun kokoune president rabisiek tayari chebo Kenya mzima. Ko kechek Kericho kokikoshine kele kong'eten wikit nonyon ak chon bwone betusiek chon en tai yono konome public service board nemi Chamani Row kokochin baronok icheket on permanent basis.
Kosubkei ak Dr. Mutai kakotoi kotokyigei sipitalisiek kanyoichoton ole makomiten kewelutik kaimutik en tetutikab kanyoiset en sipitalisiek cheboto county referral nebo Kericho.
Kamwa kora ale kong'eten nguni kakeib calling of the strike akarakas kakomwa secretary kole kakolel of strike akosom daktariek tugul chebo lab, chebo pharmacy, chebo public health ak tugul kowek kasit nguniton. So kimoche kemwoin kongoi ak kelei biikab Kericho kemwoin chebo kongoi ngamun kakonech kimnotet keng'ololchin otor keityin ak daktariek ak national because strike ini ko kobo Kenya mzima lakini ki agenge en counties nekit 4 chekakomuch kong'ololchin tor keresolven. Counties alak nekit 40 kotokotesetai ak strike lakini ki agenge en counties 4 chekakomuch kong'ololchin kot kekoshine.
Aripoten logoiwekab emet chebo Kass kong'eten county nebo Kericho, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kakecher kwanyik en county nebo Uasin Gishu komongei akobelchigei ng'echerok cheterter en lewenisiet neo nenyone en katokyinet nebo keker kele kanyor boriet nebo kelchin kobun kamuget ak kandoinatet nebo kwanyik. Ng'ololchin sirikab logoiwek en Eldoret komwa Sarah Abdi nebelchingei ng'echeretab MC en ward nebo Kapsaos kole kakoit kasarta nenyolu komongei kwanyik amat kowek kobelchigei ng'echerok cheterter kou murenik.
Kosubkei ak Sarah Abdi neibelchingei ng'echeretab MCA en ward nebo Kapsaos en county nebo Uasin Gishu ko kakoit kasarta nebo konyorune kelchin bororiet ak emoni kandoinatet nebo kwonyik ole kacher kwonyik en county nebo Uasin Gishu ak emoni komugul komongei ak kobelchingei ng'echerok cheterter chebo kandoinatet kou murenik.
Ningeomba kumwambia wamama wote wawache kukuwa na woga, tusiuzie woga, let's stand for one another, tusimame kama sisi we were nominated and what happened, we only stayed there for 10 months. Hatutaki hiyo, tunataka wamama wajitokezee, mpambane na wanaume, upiganie haki yenu. It's your right kusimama, msikuwe na woga. What we are doing kwa amani, what is important, usiongoje uchaguliwe, go for it.
Kong'ololi kandoichoto en kebeberta nebo Mailine en county nebo Uasin Gishu en igorta nebo empowerment nebo kwonyik en komosatak ole kamwa neki MCA en ward nebo Kapsaos Osea Lamai kole manyolu yautik chebo bunyondit chekebaorionchin en tuyoshekab bolotet en emoni kit nekaikimit kole mite kamanutiet nebo keyai bolotet en kalyet akot en kasarta netesetai koriku lewenisiet neo en emet.
Tutakapotumia wahuni, kwanza tutapoteza maisha ya watu. Ya pili, kuna uwezekano tuweze kupoteza hata mali za watu. Na nchi yetu hatutaki kwenda sehemu ambayo tulienda mwaka wa 2007 mwaka wa 2008. Nataka niwaombe wale ambao wanaomba kura katika nyadhifa yoyote tuweze kujiepusha na hali ya kutumia vijana ama wale ambao kwa lugha nyingine wanaitwa goons.
Alagin meng'ik chebo Mailine cheboto Ali Osman kokamwa kole kikebaorionchin yautik cheterter chebo bandab tai en emet kobun kandoinatet nebo President William Ruto. Kini kamwa kole bendi kokochin ichek tiet President Ruto kelewen kenyit nenyoni kotestai kondochi emoni.
Uhuru nakuja, tulibatie maka 10 fresh. Sasa hii kijana nakuja anaitwa Ruto. Mimi naomba wa Kenya wacheni hivi na hivi, tubatie hii kijana maka yake 10 aende kwa usalama katika maka 10 hii, aletie sisi maendeleo, asaidie sisi mambo ya hospitali, mambo ya shule, mambo ya barabara.
Kongete kebeberta nebo Mailin ne en county nebo Uasin Gishu logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Kakecher biikab emoni kobois kibagenge eng tetutikab ibunetab walet ak kanabtaetab sobetab biik chematindoi kamuget eng ortinwek cheterter koretab keib walet ak bandab tai eng emoni. Kama rupotab nebo ngecheret eng kibagengeitab ng'amutikab hesabu eng emoni nebo Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, Bernard Amuga kole tesetai ak tetutik cheu chotok kibagengenotok eng emoni.
Kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek kasarta nekaindochi yatetab social hall nebo ketisietab biik chetinye kewelutik en borwek nebo Kericho Rehabilitation Center, komwa rubeiwotab kibagengeitab ng'amutikab hesabu nebo Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya ICPAC en emoni CPA Bernard Amuga kole noton ko oret agenge netokyingei koib walet kibagengenoton en emoni.
We are working to impact communities across the country. So this project is meant to help those who are abled differently in this institution, to enable them be in a comfortable place that can enable them achieve the objective that they set for themselves.
Kosubkei ak nebo ng'echeret en ICPAC South Rift, Dorothy Koech ko kalelitetab social hall inoton ko agenge en tetutik chetesentai en emoni.
We started with one at Kedawa Special School in Kedawa. We did a kitchen, and then from there we went to Narok, and then we did an ECD classroom from the ground up. And again after that we went to Bomet, and we did also an ECD classroom. And we look for those places that are really vulnerable and are very needy.
Kamwa CPA Olive Kitau nebo ICPAC kole bo kamanut boisietab kibagenge en tetutik cheu choton ng'alalet nekarob eun FCPA Georgina Malombe.
We come together, we apportion some funds towards community development, towards sustainability initiatives, and we are able now to do such a project together as a team, as members, and like our branch chairman has said, it is not a single person's job.
What we are doing as ISPAC, just to ensure that the impact is more felt, we are coming up with a foundation, an ISPAC foundation. This will be able to attract many funding opportunities, we get sponsors, and therefore will be able to touch more lives. But also to call upon those who are in authority on the decision making tables, just to look at the needs of the society and allocate more resources.
En komastanyin komwa manager nebo Kericho Rehabilitation Center David Omondi Opar kole kikobun uinwek Rehabilitation Center noton ole bo kamanut kalelitet ak toretet age tugul en boisionikwak.
You look at the infrastructure around this place, leave alone this, because this is still new. You find that the infrastructure is not up to date, meaning there's a shortfall somewhere. So the funding that I'm talking about, which we get from national government because we are under national government, has not been enough. That's why we look for partners and collaborators to come on board so that we can pull together.
My name is Derek Kipchirchir, a student here. I joined here taking a course in computer studies, that is adaptive computer for visually impaired students. Being a student here, I have acquired many things which have built me to connect with the entire society and the entire job market. It has enabled me to work confidently with the society.
Thank you. My name is CPA Wycliffe Bichanga, a council member with the ISPAC. For me, the excitement is that we've touched the community, and that section of the community that is underprivileged. My ask is to the community not to hide those ones who are enabled differently. Let them come out here, gain skills, because the society still needs them. There is a misconception that that category of human beings are not needed in the society, but truth be told, we still need them.
Aripot nilwekab emet chebo Kass kong'eten county nebo Kericho, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kagomwa gavana nebo county nebo Kericho Dr. Eric Mutai kole kikowangei ak koit tetutikab chikilisiet ak kaitoetab mbarenik chebo Chelimo ak Kevoko ole matindoi imanit age tugul alak meng'ik chekotestai komongei akomwa kole kikitaban icheket.
Kamwa gavana nebo Kericho Dr. Eric Mutai kole kikoit tetutikab kokoitoetab mbarenik en Chelimo ak Kevogo en taonitab Kericho ole moiyoni biik chekokotestai komong'gei akoyai kambaget komoche mbarenik choton.
Amache amwa ale kiketar ng'alekab squatter kikolenji amuiten keib kainutik keverifyen kele ng'o menyoru iman mbaret ko kingeib kainutik koba kecheken inyoru boyot nekisirchi mbaret lakini latinye kwonyik oeng so moe kesirchi kwonyik mbaret ak kesirchi kwondo ngo neming'in mbaret inyoru chito age tindo lagok 7 lakini moe kesirchi lagokyik tugul 7 ne mbaret ako kitoreti momi chi nekial mbarani eb Kericho kibwa biik amobo Kericho bichoton chechang.
Kosubkei ak Dr. Mutai komatindoi imanda age tugul bichoton koyai kambaget en wikit nekosirto akoi ofisinyin ole kong'em mlangoitab county nebo Kericho ole tesetai bichoton akot en rirek ak wagat komwoe kole kikitaban icheket en kokoitoetab mbarenik choton.
So katangasan en ireu kibwa bichoton akobun mlangoit nebo kipsigisiek chebo Kericho ndebekere ikibandok kwamo Kericho lakini bune mlangoit nikiteche kipsigisiekab Kericho so kamwa ale yon tenyone ireu inyele metinye mbaret inde kitambulisho isisen kutit kibandet anale ibon kotibon Narok ibecheng Ndutu kotibo Bomet ikerchigei Barchok kokone mbaret Barchok kotibo iwe yuno maketangu en Kericho
Amenipomoa nyumba mahali nilikuwa naishi ni hapa. Hawako kunipea notice, nilikuwa na hustle nikapata nyumba imeanguka. Saa hizi na mahali pa kwenda. Naomba serikali tu anisaidie.
Nyumba yangu imepomoleka. Alipomoa na Greta.
Cheitu biik chekasungu kanata kowokyot akole meno mbaretab buch kimoche ketech town neribe kipsigisiek en tai yuno inguni kesetai kechobe lam kolanda town yuno lam akamwa ni kongoi president nyone president komalo konye direkta koita nebo town nempya.
Kamwa Dr. Mutai kole mawekse let en tetutik chebo kabaraitetab taonitab Kericho kou en maketab serikalitab emoni kondochin president Dr. William Ruto.
Lakini ko makosa inyon chito nengen ile itinye koreng'ung ibe mwete kelek subui ilga mwaita ak inyele asquatter ala ko bwana karisiek cheechen akobaken karisiek ak motunoik cheechen ako asquatter so kwamwa ale keyai verification en bitet yuno ako keyai verification akamoche amwoe ale chito neteite ile mi mbaret nekikoito momi mbaret nekibiro batiem sahau kotimenyo maandamano ami wikini moindu en county nyon siketuye.
Kacher biikab emet kotia kokochi kasubet serikalitab emoni akoibchi kamanut kosirgei koek birikab kura asikosulda makenywa nebo kelewen president Dr. William Ruto en kasarta nebo aeng.
Keng'alei bikyok chebo gaa kelenji yai nenyonet men kong'alei chi kolenji yai nenyonet angamun ngobonekei bororionino kakobangan bichuno komoche chitugul ng'echerani president ko echek ketinye kelchin ko ki bororiet ketinye ng'echeretab president men kolenji chi ya nenyonet kotko ya nenyonet ko kasukoborchi ng'echeranoton bichundo amoche asom bikyok ale kokeng'alal ak gavanaekyok tugul ak kandoikyok akoi Barchok akoi olimbo Narok akoi olimbo Elgeyo akoi olimbo Merkwet akoi yuno olimbo Tugen abu Nandi Governor Sang kokeyai tuyet tugul koboto waziri nenyon Kipchumba Murkomen kokikimek boisiekyok ak kekoshine kele kimonye keyai chekibore voter registration.
Aripotinye logoiwekab emet chebo Kass kong'eten county nebo Kericho, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Nyigisindo nebo kanyoiset ak ripset koboto katabanet ko alak en kewelutik chenyoru sigik chebo lagok chetinye kaimutik cheterter. Imuch noto kotonon boisionik chebo kotugul chebo sigik amu magat korib lagok chotok. Ubuntu Life Foundation Children and Wellness Center kotoreti sigik kokirinda kewelutik chetinyegei ak ripset.
Boiboiyetab sigindet age tugul ko koker kole miten lagok chik eng chametabgei kobaten kasarta nekosich lakwet anan kobor walutikab chikilisietab konyoiset kole mitei koimutiet eng lakwenyi konyoru nyigisindo neo sigindet mising ko kamatik. Agnes Nasieku ko kwony nekiwalak sobenyi yekingosich lakwenyi netai kobo kenyisiek 18 netindoi koimutietab autism ole kitoigei koimutik chik kosub ak magutik chechang chekimokchinigei lakwenyi maimuch koet lakwenyi kou ole magat kosub ak koimutionoto bo autism ole alak ripsetab lakwenyi koek boisiet nemagat koyai eng betut age tugul. Kinyor ine sosisiet ak katabanet kobun biik kosub ak koimutietab autism netindoi lakwenyi kobate eng toretet nekinyor kobun Ubuntu Life Foundation kokikomuch kotokchigei yaetab mung'aret asikosich chepkondok cheriben lakwenyi.
Nilikuwa nashangaa ako na shida gani juu hata sikuwa najua, lakini after kukua kidogo nikaona huyo mtoto ako na mashida za hapa na pale juu alikuwa na conversions, alikuwa na mashida mingi, lakini Mungu amemsaidia. Achani zilikuwa mingi sana juu kulikuwa na watu wananiambia usipeleke mtoto huko ama usiende hapo juu mtoto haizi saidika hata ukimpeleka huyu mtoto. Kaambia wacha tu nimpeleke juu labda maybe Mungu atamuonekania.
Yoe inasye boisiet nebo nabet ak aldaetab asonoek ole kikosich kamang'unet nebo kotestai ak sobet akot ngandan tindoi lakwet netindoi autism nemakchinigei ripset nebo barak.
Ameimprove juu sasa kwa sai anavaa nguo, kwa sai anakula mwenyewe, kwa sai at least unaona akona change ya kutaka kuongea juu haongeagi. Nilikuja na mtoto wa mama mwingine, mama yake hangeweza kukuja na yeye.
Lea Wamboi akine ko kamet netindoi lakwet netindoi kewelutik eng borto nekibet kamang'unet yekingosich lakwanata ole kibun nyigisindo neo koboto katabanet ole kiwalak sobenyi yekingonyor toretet kobun Ubuntu Life Foundation ole kiripchini lakwet asikotokchigei boisionik chebo kotugul.
Kama wazazi ambao wako na watoto special tunajaribu kuwaongelesha ili sasa watoe hao watoto nje kwa community, ili asione ni yeye peke yake akona huyu mtoto, aone kuna wengi. Wakati unaona kuna watoto wengi wako na special, unajiamini wewe mwenyewe.
Baibai Ubuntu Life Foundation kokotoret sigik cheu choto konyor sobet neter asikotokchigei yaetab boisionik kongen kole ribotin lagokwai.
We are currently running a neurology program taking care of people with conditions such as epilepsy, autism, ADHD and cerebral palsy. But I would say the majority of our patients are people with epilepsy. For the child, for us, is what is very key, because for these children, if we don't intervene, we end up losing a lot of potential. I would say that has been my toughest population, especially the young mothers, because first you are struggling with just being a young mother, and then now you have maybe a child with a neurological condition. The youngest I've seen is around 16, 17 years. I have one who is in school currently. The rest of them have vocational skills, so they are doing like income generating activities for those who maybe did not proceed with school to completion.
Eng emetab Kenya kotindoi chomchinet eng ng'atutiet kametwagik chemengechen kowektagei sukul asikotestai ak somanet ole kikowek sukul kametwagik chechang. Ubuntu Life Foundation eng nguno kosire atindiot age nelel eng kasarta age tugul, ikochin kamet ak lakwet kasarta koboto boroindo nebo konyor kakimitet newale sobonwekwak.
And so what we do is kind of regain that dignity. And we help the mothers to be able to, okay, what dreams did you have? I had dreams to do school. And so they go back to do computer. Some have gone even up to high school to do their high school degrees or certificates that they missed. So we are doing all that with a goal of starting a college for children who have been seen like they cannot perform academically, but we believe they have a superpower. There is something, they have a potential, there's something that they can be able to do. So we are looking for resources to be able to build that college. We just bought a 10 acres piece of land.
Eng nguno konyoru toretet nebo konyoiset ak ripset lagok chesire 400.
And all the people who get this message to know that if all of us can do the little that we can do, our communities will be a better place. And so that's my calling.
Ubuntu Life Foundation Children Wellness and Medical Center kokikosir historia neter ole kikonam eunekab sigik chebo lagok chetindoi kaimutik cheterter ak kowisisyi kewelutik chebunei.
Chitab kalenjin kakitukyo sa kaimetab logoiwek chebo emet chekakimuch kebun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kongoi missing aboroinen kekonech iker logoiwekab emet. Kikurenan Jacqueline Arusei, kabarastaindet nekawalwech ng'alek eng oretab kabarunoik kekurenan Cherotich ak amakun kit age tugul nemie.